Hello YouTube, and welcome to another general vlog video. Today we're going to do a project. I've worked really hard this past week on getting things ready for the divorce and the custody cases and all my court paperwork, and I've kind of burnt my eyes out and I'm just tired of looking at the computer and all that good stuff. So yeah, we're just kind of here at the store, and I've got an idea on a Christmas project that I want to do, but I don't have all the materials I need to do it. And no, I'm not at Taco Bell, I'm beside Taco Bell. So this is an original idea. This is actually an idea from Lumnah Acres. If you've never checked his channel out, please do. I think you'll really enjoy it. His wife did this project, and I thought I want to do it too. So let me get in here and see if they got what I need, and I'll bring you guys right back. All right, let's see if they have what I'm looking for. I'm kind of limping along today. For some reason, my heel on my left foot's really hurting. Well, so far I don't see it. They do, however, have this. And I might be able to cut that down. I don't know. Now there would be another good idea to make. Something like that. Might have to think about that. And I think I'll take a picture of it. Okay, wasn't able to find what I wanted, but this is what I've got so far. So let's see what we can go home and do with this. Okay, so here we go. I didn't find exactly what I wanted on anything really, but that's the way it goes when you live in such a small community. That dollar store is going out, so we got the other dollar store. You go down to the hardware store and pay 19 times as much as what it's worth. So I got enough, I think, to do it. Although it's $11, and I'm only going to make about 4 of these. And I'm thinking, you know, the price of these, if they were finished and what you'd pay for them, maybe $5 a piece. So it definitely wouldn't be a money maker. So never think about doing this for money. You're just doing this for the love of doing crafts. So next we got to stop off at my business building and get a 4x4 that I know is laying out there. I don't think I'm going to have to go to a tree and cut any, see, I wanted something like, see that pine tree right there, or whatever they call that. I was going to get some of the stuff like that, but I don't think I need anything. I did buy a couple dollars worth of stuff that I think will do. I don't want to make it too overdone, too gaudy, I guess they call it. So let me bring you back when we got something exciting going on. All right, and this is why I always keep a scrap pile. Because look right here. There's my 4x4 under the snow. Oh, goodness, that was a heck of a noise, huh? All right. It's got a piece on the end that I'm going to have to take off. All right, so we got that all loaded up. And let's head on out. Yes, we're in a field. Easy enough to get out of here. I'm only in 2-wheel drive. Well, that's all I've got is 2-wheel drive. So it's not like I have the option to be in 4-wheel drive. I think we'll stop off and see Dad for just a minute. And I'll bring you back when something exciting happens, which should be really soon. Okay, and we are back. So let me get the chop saw set up here. There we go on that. And then I've got to get this board here. What this was sunk in the ground. And I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but let's scoot you back here just a little bit. That was sunk in the ground, and this had my hose reel on it, but I changed all of that, so I got this left. So let me get this off of here where we can get this 4x4 ready to cut, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so basically what we're going to do is I already got it marked. I'm going to do a 6, a 5, and a 4 inch. So I'm going to go ahead and get this down easier for me to work with. So I'm going to cut the bottom first. And it don't have to be precise, of course. Wow, I could use a sharpened saw blade, huh? And I want to check real quick because I don't see my little square. Yeah, there it is. Alright, I just want to check and make sure I'm getting good square cuts because of the way this thing's got to lay. Yeah, I think I am. Okay. So now that I've got that and I know what I've got going on, now we're just going to continue to cut. Wow, I definitely need a new saw blade. So basically now what we're going to have is a few different sizes. Not anything major differences in sizes and stuff. So anyways, there we have that. So let me get another different kind of workbench set up and we'll go from there. Alright, and next what we're going to do is we're going to find the center of these boards. So if you figure that's 5, so we'll go from 5 to, and half of that's 2.5, and then we'll go this way and we'll find 2.5. So I know right in the middle of that X is what I want. So we know it's 5, so 2.5, and then 2.5. Right there in the middle of that X is where we want to drill our hole. Once again, this doesn't have to be precise, but pretty close. Let me check and see who that is. All right. That was nothing important. So 2.5. Right there. Now, I tried to find a paddle bit because what you're going to want to try to do is take this candle light, this little candle tea light thing, and sink it down inside. Well, a paddle bit would be very nice because they go down in. Anyways, I didn't have a paddle bit big enough. So what I'm doing is taking my hole saw here, but I don't want to go down in too far. So I'm going to take a piece of tape here, about that long. I'll put it right there for now. Take this light, this is one of the tea lights. See, it lights up. And then figure out, gauge exactly how far down in there I want it, which is going to be something about right in there. So basically, all I'm doing is running this around kind of to give myself a guide mark. And now I have a depth mark. We'll call it a depth mark. So now I want to take and I want to go down in right in the center. Right until I hit my depth mark. If you can see, I'm right at that depth mark. Now, just like that. Now, we got to get that plug out of there too eventually. So let's go ahead and get all three of these drilled. If you got a paddle bit, this job will be, if you got a paddle bit, this job will be a whole lot easier. But I don't have a paddle bit, so yeah, you might want to hold on to that. My bit is just a little bit dull, just like my blade, but it's actually helping me right now. Because it is, it's not going down in there really fast, which is, so I'm not going too far. So having this dull, we really got to watch that down. I don't feel something's wrong. I don't feel like that went right in the center. It didn't. So, we're going to redo this one on this side because I didn't get quite down in the center. I see what happened, and I'll explain that to you here in just a second. Let me go 2.5 and 2.5. Mark that one in the center. And then I need to get a screwdriver real quick. You guys are kind of in my way. Can you scoot back just a little bit, please? I can't find the screwdriver I'm looking for, of course. Aha, this one right here. I have a set for this bit. There we go. And apparently, it came loose. All right, let's try this one here just a little bit. Sometimes your end grain, if you hit in the ring of one of your grains, I'm trying to get around you guys again. I really wish you guys would move back just a little bit. I'm going to keep bumping into you. So if you got the problem of hitting a little bit of an end grain, you can see right here, right in the middle of that X, is right on one of them rings. So I'm going to go right in the middle of the X and put this down in there pretty good. You guys are probably not being able to see anything because of the top of my hat. Yep, that's it. All right. So now that that's done, now we have to get that little piece of wood out of there and make sure that it lays flat on the bottom, which is going to be hard. So I'm going to kind of try to walk it around. Yeah, that ain't going to work. Let's see. What would happen? Let me bring you right back. Let me experiment with something. Okay, well, it's fighting me a little bit. As you can see, I got all kinds of tools out over here. This is what we're after, is to be able to stick that little candle down inside. I think this in here turned out a little bit better. A little bit wider, but it works. So how I had to accomplish it was use my hole saw, as you've seen. And then I had to take this paddle bit, which is what we want to work, but as you can clearly see, it is not wide enough to do the job. So I'll run it down in there a little bit. You know what? I think I might want to put that in the vise. So give me just a second. Okay, now that we got it in the vise, so it don't turn on me, now we're going to put this in there. All you're trying to do is get it to bite, and it's not wanting to. There it goes. I think that's about far enough down. Now we'll bring it back over here. Swing you guys around here. And we got a little bit of cleanup on it to do. So you can see right in there, it didn't get all the sides and edges. So now we'll take our chisel and we'll just kind of go down, pry out. You can hear it breaking out of there. Pretty easy to do after that. Like I said, you initially want a paddle bit. A paddle bit is perfect because it creates a flat bottom. But I didn't have one quite big enough. So I made with what I got, you know. But I'm going to tell you, you know, if you want to do these, I'm only going to do 3. I think Lumnah Acres, I think they did, probably a dozen of them or more. I would want to invest in a bit. Absolutely, I'd want to invest in a bit. Now you can see that's pretty close. I can go ahead now and take my flat end and just kind of tap the wood down. It was only out about less than 1/16 of an inch. Still a little bit more over here on this side. Noise alert, by the way. Sorry. All right. Oh, yeah. See, now that sets down in there all right. So, all right. So now let me get cleaned up, and we'll move on to the next process of this. Okay, and next we're just going to kind of quickly sand them. Not a whole lot involved. And that is literally it. That's all that you want to sand them. That's all that you need to sand them. And then just kind of wipe them off a little bit. And we'll leave that one right over there. All right, now that they're sanded and wiped down, that literally took like 3 minutes. We got our 3 different sizes. So we got some crudely done holes. Like I said, if you're going to do quite a few of these, I would recommend you going and purchasing a paddle bit or an auger bit, something that does a flat end, and you can do these in seconds. We would already almost be done with these, if that. So now that that's done, so we recap with, we took a regular 4x4, we cut off, I did a 6, a 5, and a 4, and that's where about I'm at. So, or maybe it was a 4.5, I don't remember. But anyways, that's what I've got so far. We drilled our holes in the top. We lightly sanded them, a minute apiece at the most. So now let's get on to the next step. Okay, so for this next step, it's pretty simple. We're going to take some paint. and just paint them. I'm going to do white. I guess you could do any color that you wanted. I'm kind of going for that farmhouse look. So I'm not looking for perfection, but I don't want them to look nasty either. So, you know, I'll glob a little paint down there where the candle goes just so you don't see around it. And then just kind of roughly, or quickly, I guess I should say quickly, paint on your white paint. All four. I'm not going to paint the bottom. I don't see a point for me to have to paint the bottom. And I'm able to get 3 sides without getting any paint all over me, or at least not much paint all over me. If you don't get some paint on you, you probably didn't do something right. And then I'm going to hang this. Let's see that you guys can see that other edge, and yes you can. And I'm going to hang it over the edge, just like this. Put my finger down in there because there's no paint at the bottom. And just like that, we're done with that part. Make sure you don't got any runs or anything. Maybe grab the edges. And that's it. So let's continue on with the next ones. Alright, so there they are. They've all been painted. And what you see over here is a shadow. And come on, people, did you really think I could do it without making a mess? No. Have you not ever seen me paint before? So there they are. I actually see a run right here I want to grab. So the whole thing that you're trying to accomplish here, you can see I'm letting a little of the wood shine through. Not a whole lot, but just a little. I don't know if you can see like this one over here where it's streaked. So now we just wait on it to dry. Just remember, you don't want it to be perfect because you're trying to get that old farmhouse look. But yet remember, when they did these farmhouses years ago, they did perfection work. Just what you're seeing is old paint and stuff. So you want to do good work, but yet not do it perfectly as far as the paint and stuff goes. So let's let these dry and we'll be right back. Okay, so as you can see, I got a fan laying there. I just wanted to show you another little trick. After they dry about halfway, take you a paper towel and just kind of crumble it up. And then open it back up, crumble it up again. Do that about 3 times. You know, just get it kind of nice and soft. And then on this, you can just take your finger right where the candle goes. And all you want to do is just brush down. You're letting a little bit of that wood come through. Not a whole lot. And we've got other things that we're going to do to this too. Don't worry. We're not done. Now if you look at this side right here, see how I've got a little bit of that wood shining through? That's the look that I'm looking for. And they're about half dry right now. And that's it. I'd like this in here to show a little more wood. Maybe I waited a little too long for them to dry. But that's the look that you're going for right there. Now I'll show you how to highlight that a little bit better here in a little bit. Okay, and then to my likings, I like to take a little bit of black. This is just, you can buy this stuff at Walmart really cheap. I take this kind of brush, and I just kind of, let's move over here to this big one. I've already done one side of it. This is what we're looking for. So basically, you just take and paint it on. You know, decent little coverage. Now, I did add just a little bit of water to my black paint. Not much. Like an eyedropper full. But you're going to do that. And then you're going to wipe it back off. I like an old stiff brush or a stiff. See how I kind of got streak looking there? But I don't want to get a bunch on it. You can kind of see the streaked look. So, same thing, I'll go to the next side. And I'll just kind of brush this on. Very good. And now, I didn't let my white completely dry. It's probably about 75% dry. Anyways, you get a decent coverage. Then you take and just wipe it back off. That's all you're looking for. The lighter you want it, the more you wipe off. The darker you want it, the more you leave on. Now you can see this in here had a couple little bad spots in the wood. And I don't want them shining white, so I'll try to force a little bit down in there. And then that's the look that I'm looking for. So we'll go ahead and do the top real quick so you guys can see how to do a top. Same way. Just kind of brush on your black. You could use black, you could use blue, you could use red, you could use pink. You could use any color that you want. I'm just trying for that weathered look. So once again, get it on there and then wipe it back off. You don't even need to let it dry or anything. Unless you want something darker, then let it dry about 25% and then, then you can do it. See, that's the way I'm looking for it to look. And as you can see on the other side, I've already put some white fingerprints because I didn't let my paint dry completely. So I'll just get another paper towel here and I'll bring it to the edge and just kind of wipe that white right off, and it come right off. So now let me get this in here, this back side of it painted. And like I said, you don't have to cover it all. I do, but you don't have to. You just kind of get it on there and take your paper towel and wipe it back off. Go all the way around it, all four sides. Make sure you got it where you're happy with it. And that there is the way that I'm happy with it. So that's the look that I'm looking for. Now I'm going to go ahead and add just a little bit of black inside, even though I am still wet in there, just around the edges. Wipe the white off my brush. Just so when the candle's in there, so then we'll take our candle, which is, I just use these little tea light candles, and they will set in there just like such. But we're not done yet. So let me get this finished up and we'll bring you right back. Okay, so there they are. I gotta let them dry. But I thought, just in case you guys wanted to know, I was using a brush earlier, and let's see if that'll get into frame there. Oh, that's good enough. My stepmom, when she passed away, this was the only thing that I asked for. This was basically her life for probably 20 or more years, probably well more than 20 years, since about 1979, 80 or something like that. My parents opened up a ceramic store, and my stepmom then became a certified art teacher, basically. Ceramics art. She made this. And this has got a little lighthouse. There's her name on it. And she made this in 1983. And this holds all of her art brushes all the way around. And I was using... oh, let's see, where is it? I was using this brush right here. So just make sure that you clean it out good afterwards. And there's everything from fine tip brushes. Anyways, that's what I was using. Same way with the little mixing palette that I have was hers. And I'm very proud to have that. So that's what I used today to paint that. You could use a regular paintbrush. And if these are a little too dark for your likings, when you go to add on the black paint, add some white paint. Now the white paint that I used, and no, I still haven't cleaned up my brush or anything, it was just typical house paint, interior semi-gloss, or no, I'm sorry, satin. I don't think it really matters what your base coat color is. But if you don't like what the outcome of what I've done here, try a light blue base coat with a dark blue wipe-off coat. Or a red and a green, or a blue and a purple, or just, this is the look that I was going for, but you don't have to do white with black. You can do anything that you want. So, let me bring you back when something exciting happens. Guys, my camera's getting ready to run out of time that it'll let me record. So, I'm going to go ahead and get off here. Once again, it's general vlog videos. Even a guy can do crafts. So, please give us a thumbs up, comment down below, and smash that bell icon after you subscribe and click all so you'll be notified every time we post a new video, and you'll get to see us decorate these. So once again, I'm going to get off of here. I hope you guys have a great day, and even better tomorrow, and an awesome night, and we'll see you on the next video. And I might be able to make some cool little candle holders, but I'm still my own camera guy, and I got to go back behind every turn it off. Don't forget, next video coming out, we're going to decorate these, make them look Christmassy. Hope you guys have a great day.